Hey YouTube, it's me, Marquelworld, all things pro wrestling news in my life. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. We have AJ Francis and Baron Corbin, yes, at AEW. They were at the pay-per-view last night. AEW, we have some news about them allegedly. Let me pull up the article. Allegedly, maybe thinking about going to AEW. I know AJ Francis is he's in TNA Impact. He's doing a good thing with whatchamacallit, KC on Impact. But allegedly he was at AEW's pay-per-view last night, Worlds End. Yes, AJ Francis and Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin, someone we haven't seen in a while. A lot of people are anticipating on what's going to happen with Baron Corbin. We shall see. We shall see. But if he is showing up, indeed, allegedly at AEW's World's End, it sounds like he may be thinking about going to AEW. He may have a friend that he's supporting. Just because these wrestlers they come doesn't always mean they're there for themselves. It could be a friend that AJ or Baron Corbin was supporting. But let's be real, Baron Corbin, we haven't seen him in a moment wrestling after his WWE I'm so tired. After his WWE release. So what does that mean for him? I mean, we haven't seen him since his WWE release. So this is very interesting with AEW. We are afraid that it's going to become too pat. Let's be honest, a lot of people already are stating that AEW is going downhill. A lot of people are waiting for AEW's downfall. They want things bad to happen to AEW. They don't want it to succeed. So adding a little bit more former WWE talent, is that a good thing? Do we want to see more former WWE talent join AEW? I don't know. I can say that I'm a little excited for the future of AEW. I don't know what that's going to entail. I don't know if they're going to be a rebrand. I don't know if they're going to try to make things a little bit better by focusing on the in-house talent, such as those that came from AEW. I don't know. Maybe they'll stop signing people a little bit, but seeing two former WWE wrestlers, AJ Francis and now Baron Corbin. It looks like at least one of them is going to get a contract, right? We have to assume at least one of them is going to get a contract. So one of them is going to get a contract. That's another person on the roster. We already have a lot of people that are unhappy in AEW because they're not being used correctly or they're not getting used at all. We can say something about Myro. He is a good example where someone who feels like he's not being used correctly. At this point, I forget if he's even I forget if he's even part of AEW. Let me think, because it's been a minute since we saw him. Seriously. Oh, he is signed to AEW. So that proves my point. So we haven't seen Myro in a minute. Now we're thinking about adding way more people on this roster. AEW 2025 is going to be an interesting year. We did just see they did get this great TV deal. It is extending. We will see more TV for AEW. They do have a home, but at the end of the day, are they overexposing themselves by keep hiring more and more people? Are they exposing themselves? What I mean by hiring so many people to the point it's so stacked you don't even know what to do with your roster. That is something that I am scared that is going to happen seeing these two backstage. I mean, yes, if you sign both of them, what will happen with them? What would you even have for them? What would you even have for them? You already have a stacked roster as is. You just signed Ricochet. He was having his honeymoon period. Hey, we still have Will Ospreay, that's kind of fairly new. I mean, he's been there what, a year almost now, but still, we never really get to enjoy someone's presence or someone's big debut because we always debut somebody 2 or 3 months later. So that being said, good luck to both men, Myro and Baron Corbin. I know a lot of people were indifferent about Baron Corbin. Some people thought it was time for him to get released. Some people felt like he had so many different opportunities and he kept not ruining them, but he kept on I don't know. It just wasn't going anywhere. The opportunity. So I would like to see Baron Corbin do something different. I don't know what he's going to do on AEW television if he indeed signs there, but I would like to see a different side of him. Maybe a little bit more wrestling. Not character based anymore. We do know with Baron Corbin, a lot of his gimmicks are character based, such as the Lucky Corbin and all the other gimmicks we saw with him. So most of them are about his gimmicks, not about his wrestling. So I do want to see a little bit more from Baron Corbin wrestling wise. AJ Francis is doing a good thing with Casey Navarro. Money. I mean, I like what he does say that. Casey, I would say, is one of the top heels of TNA, but you have to thank AJ Francis for making KC one of the top heels of TNA. Again, AJ Francis and KC, when they do that money, whatever they say, that's cute and that's funny. AJ Francis is embracing this heel character. I do know he was a baby face for a moment. I do know the wrestling fans in real life kind of I guess they feel like he's shit. I mean, they do talk about him a lot, how he botched, and they always play that one video where he's trying to do a crossbody off the middle rope, or where he was trying to do a diving crossbody, and I guess he failed at it. So a lot of people like to bring that up, but he is AJ Francis is embracing that heel character. I did like seeing that in TNA. Allegedly, his contract with TNA is running up. This would be something horrible for TNA. No, seriously, because this is going to be another person gone. We're going to see him gone. We're going to see Allegedly, we're going to see him gone. Allegedly, we're going to see Jordan Grace gone. We do have allegedly Joe Hendry is so tired of the bullshit. He's so tired of always losing. Allegedly, we may see him leave sooner than later. Josh Alexander wants to be a free agent. We did have Mike Speed Bailey who left as well. So it's a lot of people leaving. We do have something that's consistent. Moose. He is a loyal wrestler to TNA Wrestling, but a lot of changes are happening. So this would be a major loss indeed if AJ Francis does leave, especially with all those that are currently leaving. I will say this will give whatchamacallit a chance to shine. KC and the younger generation time to shine. What I mean by that is with all these known people leaving the company, and what I mean known, people know them outside TNA, such as AJ Francis, such as Joe Hendry, such as Jordan Grace. A lot of people know these people outside the TNA. You can even say Josh Alexander. A lot of people know him from the indie scene, but now you have these young KCs. Don't you have someone else named Leon who's also on the roster who's young? So you have a lot of young stars now that are remaining in TNA Impact after everyone leaves. So that is going to be a rebrand next year with TNA with all these people leaving. And now we're going to see a rebrand with AEW in 2025 and their TV deals. So wrestling is going through a lot of rebrands. We also will have the premiere of SmackDown. Aren't we having that soon for WWE? And then we are also having the Raw Netflix. So a lot of rebranding we have to get used to next year. But That is the news today. This is an exclusive video for you guys, YouTube. Hello, hello. I had an aunt and nephew day with my aunt from Germany. We hung out all day yesterday, watched the movies, malls, and then went out eating ramen. We did a lot of errands, so it was nice. So I was busy a little yesterday, but here is your exclusive video, YouTube. Thank you for the support. Follow on TikTok, Marquel's World, YouTube, Marquel's World, um, Pro Wrestling Tea, where we gossip pro wrestling news together. The Facebook page, go follow it. It is a group. Go join it. But this is Marquel's World, all things pro wrestling news in my life. I will see you guys on the next video.